How can you use 3 questions to lead more effectively? This is Michael with Aimed Intentions. I'm happy you're here today. Today I'm reviewing this article I found in Inc.com about how emotionally intelligent people use 3 questions to rule and get and give better advice. Sorry, I misspoke. How emotionally intelligent people use these 3 questions to get and give better advice. It's really it's from July 8th here, and I will share the article now. All right. So this is the article. Its subheading is "What do you think you should do?" It's an expert opinion by Bill Murphy Jr., founder of and contributing editor of Inc. Great. So I guess we should look at the 3 questions that he's analyzing here and see how you can apply them. I actually looked at these questions and I thought, man, they're so applicable to different situations. But here they are. How can I best help you right now? What else can you tell me about the predicament you face? What advice would you give someone in your situation? And I just think about how if you have a group of people under you that you're managing, or you're even working in a large group, these 3 questions can help you really get at the core of how you can help someone with whatever task they have. So, how can I best help you right now is the perfect question to ask if you work in a group and you have some near peers and they seem to be struggling right now. This happens in hospital medicine all the time. There's frequently a time where you see someone who has a more stressful patient census and they come at you and they express words of emotion and it might seem like complaining. And I think the best response in such a situation can be, how can I best help you right now? It's a powerful situation. This has happened to me when I have encountered a colleague who seemed to be very stressed out with the amount of admissions that they're getting at a particular moment, and I just asked, how can I best help you? What can I do to help this situation? And I feel like whenever I asked that question, it took a huge weight off their shoulders and it made them feel heard. And it's a way you can be emotionally intelligent about how you're, rising towards a role in leadership. The other one is, if you're not sure how you could possibly help someone, is like asking them to tell you about the predicament they're facing. And sometimes you're not necessarily getting at the core of what the issue is, but you're getting at the idea of helping them verbally work through their problems. So if they can speak it out loud, they might be able to come up with a solution themselves. And then the other question is what advice would you give to someone in your situation? So that helps them think about how if they were on the other receiving end of it, they would work towards helping another person in that same situation encounter something. And so really what these 3 questions are doing are they're helping you teach people how to problem solve. And as I've talked about in different videos, that if you can teach someone to critically think and problem solve, you're giving them some of the skills that they will go on to be incredible leaders themselves and stand out in the workforce. We need to be teaching people today how they can be better critical leaders. There's other questions here that are helpful. There's a comment here on emotional intelligence. Even if these questions don't work for you in a particular situation, I hope the point is clear. When asked for advice, make it your default setting to ask questions. So that's the key here, is that you help someone by asking questions, because it again turns the ability of helping them be critical thinkers themselves. And if you've asked someone else for advice, you want to judge how good their suggestion might be. Start by counting how many questions they've asked you. From an emotional intelligence standpoint, asking questions has the added benefit of making it clear that you're interested in what the other person has to say, not just hearing yourself talk. On that note, let me take my own advice. Faced with a chance to leverage emotions in order to make, yeah, like the, what do you think you should do? Yeah, yeah, very, very astute here. So I'll just leave these questions up here. This happens so frequently. Encounter a situation this last week where I went to some other group of um, people who work in the hospital, and I came to them with a problem that my group was facing. And unfortunately, I came in with the idea like, I don't want them to have to do all the work themselves. Let me come up with a potential idea and see what they think about it. Well, my idea wasn't received very well, in full transparency. And what I should have done in that situation is present the problem and then ask, hey, all, what do you think I should do in this situation? Or what would you do in this situation? And if I were a little bit more emotionally intelligent when I went to this other group to ask for help with a problem, I think I would have been received much better. I know it's very vague, but I don't want to get into the thick of it all, because I don't want to single out any other particular group that works in the hospital that I work with. However, whenever you're asking for help, it's always good to ask people how they would interact in a particular situation, because they might come up with a better idea than you had, especially if they're the experts in the matter. I also think that, if you have people under you in the workforce, say you're a mid-level manager, I think asking some of these questions, what do you think you could have done better, is a very emotionally intelligent way that can help you uh, help you to lead people, because you are working with them on developing their own problem solving skills. So if you teach a man to fish, they they can problem solve themselves, and help them be more reflective and think about the processes that they're facing to make them more efficient. So I think that's where I'll leave you today. Again, these questions that you can ask someone whom you're leading can be very beneficial. How can I best help you right now? What else can you tell me about the predicament you face? And what advice would you give to someone in your situation? I hope you liked today's video. I stammered a little bit, but I got through it. This is Michael with Aimed Intentions. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.